Hello everybody. This is my daughter Casandra Bojo. My name is Evelia, Gill, and Bojo. I just never changed my last name to Bojo. But my purpose is to let you know some of my story and later on show you graphic pictures. It's very sad what happened to my daughter, but I have to expose what CPS and corruption does in a dependency court. My daughter was taken on January 2009. All to conceal the damages that the doctors did at Lucio Pecker in Stanford, in California, to conceal all the damages, the wrong diagnosis of my daughter, which my daughter had E. coli and was not treated and diagnosed wrongly with lupus. Our daughter's kidneys now have been destroyed, and they destroyed my daughter's kidneys. They refused me of letting me see my daughter. Do that, I record and videotape everything. So Commissioner Ornell, if you have nothing to hide, as a mother, and you're a father too, because you have 4 kids and you have 1 girl, 3 boys. Would you like what happened to my daughter Casandra happen to your daughter? Because later on I'm going to expose the pictures and how you try to shut our mouth, put my husband in jail for injustice. They take child support. They ask for federal funding. They put my daughter in SSI, saying she's special ed. My daughter's not. She's a very high achiever, and I have the proof to back it up. I'm not a mother. I'm a loving mother that cares for my daughter. My daughter did not deserve what they did and the injustice of taking my daughter to conceal. And how much money did you get paid, Commissioner, on CPS to cover for the doctors? How much did you get paid because you're there to protect, and we're going to see tomorrow, how did you protect children? Because my daughter's an example of how you just profit money. You get federal funding, then you go around taking my husband's money as well for no justice, $1,400 a month, plus if you work somewhere else, you take that money as well. How much money do you embezzle every day? Commissioner Ornell, all this is to blame to you. The other ones, you could have done right in your court. You could have done everything and review everything. If I ever see you face to face, let's go to this transcript. Let's see how you manipulated and let a case go this far. You have destroyed our daughter's kidneys, and I have told you face to face in court. And what do you always, don't you know how to shut your mouth? Remember that. Remember when you tried to put me in jail, when I tried to submit that my daughter's not, because your little attorneys that you gave me, Mrs. Macchiato and Kathleen Smith, wouldn't do nothing. So when I submitted the day on April 2009, when you guys were requesting special ed, and I submitted papers that day in court, what did you do? Put me in jail for it. And my papers didn't even go through, stating how high the state says that my daughter is, and putting all her awards. But what did you do? So you guys could get more funding of a child. And who asked for this? The same doctors that damaged my daughter? How corrupted are you, Commissioner Ornell? Would you like what happened to us just because you sit on a big bench? You think you're all the biggest man in the world? No, you're not. You're just like all of us. But what you're different from us is that you know how to embezzle money, corrupt money, and put it in your pocket, all in each and one of you. And then Mrs. Jacqueline from Sonoma County, attorney for the CPS, what do you do for children? And then you have your own YouTube. Parents don't show up for court. No. It's because you guys are so corrupted in that court. We can't speak because either we get placed in jail, and then you have the bell, Frank, that locks us up in a court. So, and then he tries to scare us with his little keys. So what do you do, Jacqueline? What do you do to protect kids? Because the proof is going to be tomorrow on my kid, attorney, Jacqueline. Like you told me in court, after you record, yes, I have no problem recording my daughter, what I do. I have no problem recording all of you guys. I have caught all of you guys, each and one of you. Commissioner Ornell, one of them. 2, the attorneys, Kathleen Smith. Kathleen Smith, let's go face to face. Who does your husband, when I confronted you in court outside when I investigated? Because I investigate against you guys. You want to do me wrong? We'll see, because this is my kid. You see, a mother that loves her kids. You, Kathleen Smith, knowing that your husband works for the hospitals that committed this. How did you represent me? How did you represent me in this? And then gave me Mrs. Macchiato, Marianne Macchiato, Mrs. Marianne Macchiato, you knew when I recorded you and took out the recorder. Your mouth dropped, didn't it? Well, all that's going to be exposed because this mother fights for her kids. This mother, I'm not scared, but if you're going to put me in jail, you bet I'm going to tell everybody in there too. You bet I'm going to create a protest in there for what you have done to my daughter. You guys are worse than a molester or abuser. You guys give away with crime because you guys think you guys are big and nobody's going to speak. But this mother is not scared of you, and I have proved it to you face to face. How many times have I went out, you guys? You guys are scared and don't want to speak to me or be recorded. You guys have stopped me from seeing my daughter on November 2009 when you guys transferred her to the same hospital that created all these damages when I was requesting to have her see from another doctor. What did you guys already had? A cops there at my visit that I had to drive 2 hours to San Mateo, and you guys had cops already there? And yes, I have the proof. Mother doesn't just speak like you guys do. Mother has evidence. Mother is not just a mouth that speaks. I have evidence to everything that has happened to my whole case. What, you guys already had cops present to stop me from seeing my daughter, and the visitation person was outside. I couldn't even step in there because I don't sign papers. What law, like I have asked you, gives you that permission? You guys don't obey by federal laws. You know, you guys just pocketed money. You guys are the most, there's no word to call you even terrible or sick, but you guys do need to be in jail. All of you guys. And please tomorrow, tune in. Please, October 22, 2012, please, at 9 o'clock, so you guys could hear more evidence. And I'm going to let you hear the fraud of adoption with Amy from Santa Rosa, California. You guys are going to hear her on another different case that is due to Norma Flores. They pull guns on her. They do so many things because she's still down there. It's incredible, but your justice will come. Remember, I don't want money. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And remember my daughter, Casandra Bojo. I'm here for her. Thank you. Oh, I just...